in the lightweight division is Devin Haney versus Shakur Stevenson. Here is exactly what Floyd Mayweather had to say. Check it out.
The lightweight division got so much talent. Devin Haney and Shakur Stevens. That's a great matchup. Teofimo Lopez and Gervonta Tank Davis. The best should fight the best, but a lot of times people don't really understand it don't work like that in boxing. It's not that one fighter is scared of the other. It's just everything is about timing. But the best should fight the best in today's era.
Now, coincidentally, after Floyd Mayweather said this comment, Teofimo Lopez came out a few days later, dissing all of the black athletes, claiming if ESPN wants all of the black fighters, they could keep them. The Josh Taylor fight is my last fight on the contract. After that, I'm out of here. Now, I already made a video on Teofimo Lopez's racial comment. I'm going to leave the link for that video in the comment section below, so check it out. Now, at the moment in time, both Teofimo Lopez and Josh Taylor are having a duck-off. Teo avoided Regis, while Josh Taylor has been avoiding the Jack Catterall rematch for years. On one hand, you have Teofimo Lopez, who's coming off a robbery win against Martin. On the other hand, Josh Taylor is coming off a robbery win himself against Jack Catterall. Nevertheless, if Teofimo Lopez is able to win this fight, then like Floyd Mayweather said, that's a possible opponent for Gervonta Davis. Now, me personally, I wouldn't mind seeing that fight. I wouldn't mind seeing Gervonta knock Teofimo Lopez out for his racial ways. But the downside to that, if Gervonta as a free agent decides to go the Teofimo Lopez route, he will receive a whole lot of backlash for multiple reasons. First of all, Teofimo Lopez and Gervonta Davis do not campaign in the same division. Teofimo Lopez, he fights at 140, while Gervonta campaigns at 135, the lightweight division. Now, we all know Gervonta did not want to fight Ryan Garcia at 140. Ryan made a big deal out of fighting at 140, where he got all of his excuses ready ahead of time leading up to that fight. So, for Gervonta to come back right away and fight Teofimo Lopez at 140, that will be a bad look on Gervonta, because a lot of people are going to say, why you didn't fight Ryan Garcia at 142? Gervonta will never hear the end of that. Despite the fact we already know both Ryan and Tank are 135 pounders. 98% of Ryan's career he campaigned at lightweight. Even Ryan's fight before Gervonta against Fortuna, that was scheduled at 135. Nevertheless, Ryan already planted the excuse like a tree. And Gervonta kind of let him get away with that. So if Gervonta ends up fighting Teofimo Lopez next, who hasn't been looking good at 140, he's going to receive a lot of backlash because he didn't do the same for Ryan Garcia. More importantly, Gervonta told the entire world he is fighting Devin Haney next once he's done with Hector and Ryan Garcia. So if you don't follow up with that, in order to fight Teofimo Lopez, that's definitely going to be a bad look, especially when you factor in Teofimo Lopez has been looking like trash. He doesn't have the momentum. While Devin Haney, on the other hand, he's been looking great, and he has all of the momentum in the world. Plus, Devin Haney is the undisputed champion in Gervonta's division. Yeah, Gervonta is the face of boxing, but Devin Haney is the king of the lightweight division. He holds the crown. After all, to be the face of boxing without holding any title, that's a bad look. From the beginning of time in the sport of boxing, the face of boxing, whoever that fighter was, he always fought for the title. So for Gervonta to have an undisputed champion in his own division, his own territory that he's claiming, however, he's not willing to defend that territory where he let Devin Haney have it, that's a terrible look. Especially when you factor in Gervonta is Devin Haney.
At first it sounded like he was reading, now he just talking like, what the fuck is he talking about? Tank ain't ducking nobody. And he probably just campaigning, so he probably getting paid by Devin Haney or something.
Tank could end up becoming undisputed only with one fight, where he will enter the history books next to Sweet Pea Whitaker and Devin Haney. All he has to do is fight Devin Haney next, like he promised all of the fans he would, which if he doesn't, he will receive a whole lot of backlash like he never received before. And that's going to show how great Devin Haney is as a fighter. The fact that he holds all of the keys. He's the undisputed champion, and he's still the boogeyman. Nobody want to fight him because of how good he is. Forget about the fans. The fighters, Devin Haney's own rivals, respect Devin Haney. You know, it's interesting what Floyd Mayweather said. He said it's all about timing when it comes to making the mega fights. Well, I agree. There is no better time to making Gervonta versus Devin Haney than...
Yeah, we all agree. He trying to, okay, this is what it is. It's called paint the narrative. The narrative that they want to paint is Tank scared of Haney. But really, Tank won't Haney. He not scared. So, y'all don't even have to paint this narrative because y'all want him to think if he don't fight him, people gonna think he's scared and he's backing down and ducking. Well, y'all wasting energy, man. Tank not scared. Tank ready. Tank been, if you notice, he's been out of all everybody who they've been naming, all these pictures y'all showing, everybody who outside. Look at the fight per time ratio. Who been fighting? How many fights per? Like Tank been getting it in lately, and he on that road to keep going. Nobody else doing that. If you paying attention, meaning he knows his time. He ready.
At the moment in time. This is actually scheduled like a tournament. Gervonta fought Rolly, Hector, then Ryan. Devin Haney, on the other hand, he fought Kambosos twice, and then Vasily Lomachenko, which it's only right that the winners will meet at the Super Bowl. Gervonta has nobody else better to fight than the undisputed champion. On the other hand, Devin Haney doesn't have anybody else better to fight than the face of boxing, Gervonta Davis, especially when you factor in the history between the two and the doghouse sparring in front of Floyd Mayweather himself.
That sound better like that.
That right there will promote itself. Both fighters are Floyd Mayweather properties. Both fighters are undefeated and on top of their game. So it didn't make no sense to me when Floyd said the best should fight the best. But that's not how it works in the sport of boxing. It's all about timing. Then he talked about making Gervonta versus Teofimo Lopez. Well, we all can agree it's definitely the wrong timing for that. Gervonta could possibly end up fighting Teo after the Devin Haney fight. The timing is exactly right for Devin Haney versus Gervonta. However, Floyd...
You find joy in achieving high standards and visible results.
SkinCeuticals uses precision and medical...
However, Floyd Mayweather sees Devin Haney as too much of a big threat. I'm not saying he don't believe in Gervonta, but the way Floyd Mayweather looks at that fight, he almost...
Shut up. You can't think for Floyd. Floyd got money. So if anything, Floyd, if what you saying to make that make sense, it ain't about, oh, Haney's too much of a threat. No. If Lopez an easier fight, that's called easier check, easier money, a little more exposure, more fan base. So then when me and Haney fight, it's even bigger than it would have been before I fought him. That's called a business move. Yes. No, let me shut up.
Devin Haney. After all, Floyd actually sparred Devin Haney. And he was there when Devin Haney sparred Gervonta Tank Davis in the doghouse rules. So if anybody knows how good Devin Haney is, that would be Floyd himself. Clearly, Floyd want to see Gervonta fight other easier fights that's less risky than Devin Haney, such as the Teofimo Lopez fight. Floyd just want to protect his investments at the moment in time. That's why he want to see Devin Haney fight Shakur, so they can go ahead and eliminate each other, which that's hopefully the fight we will end up seeing next if Gervonta doesn't fight Devin Haney.
Again, it's not about eliminating each other. If everybody undefeated, they all agreed to fight each other. Somebody got to lose, so nobody's eliminated. Garcia just lost to Davis, and he still want to fight the other top motherfuckers. Nobody's eliminated. That's why he telling them, I get more respect than y'all because I got, even with a loss, I get more respect. So they can know, like, oh, he's scared to lose because even somebody got to lose. So even if I lose, I'm still respected. So, yeah, come on, man. The mind manipulation don't work on everybody.
However, at the end of the day, or at least the night, it's all up to Gervonta. Gervonta said before he retires, which it's pretty soon, he wants to fight both Devin Haney and Shakur, just to show the world they not really like that, and he's the one. So perhaps when he hears that Floyd Mayweather basically doesn't believe that Gervonta could beat Devin, that might actually motivate Gervonta to take that fight next even more in order to prove a point. And I think Gervonta is serious. I think Gervonta wants the Devin Haney fight next more than anything else.
Oh, now you say
and
that.
I think he will make it happen.
You didn't
Because
say that earlier.
at this point of Tank's career, this is not Floyd Mayweather's decision. At this moment in time, Gervonta is the one who decides who he's going to fight next. That's his decision. If Gervonta wants to fight Devin Haney next, the fight will happen. This is all up to Gervonta, not Floyd, not Leonard, or anybody else. I'm pretty sure if it's up to Floyd, yeah, Floyd feels Tank is too much of an investment to risk it all on Devin Haney. Even though, win or lose, I don't think Gervonta's stock is going to drop that much. But if he wins, he's going to end up becoming the next Floyd Mayweather, the pound for pound #1, and the face of boxing at the same time. See, Floyd wants Gervonta to continue being the Mexican assassin or the Latino assassin, as he sees Devin Haney and Shakur too much of a risk. However, on the other hand, Gervonta looking at it from a different lens. He's looking at it like the Olympics, like the Super Bowl, like the tournaments, like the best versus the best, like legacy, so on and so forth. Gervonta wants to do what Floyd Mayweather would have done if he was in his shoes. And I'm not talking about the promoter, Floyd Mayweather.
Just that shit he doing right there is so priceless. If y'all pay attention to them shoulder angles, if you ever watch anybody else train in a ring when they spar, I seen people swing, I seen people put their hands up, but I never seen nobody just do shoulder angles to show you different type of angles. Like, that's important. That's why he where he at.
Talking about
It's the small things that matter.
the fighter, Floyd Mayweather, the pretty boy, Floyd, or even the Money Mac. If Floyd Mayweather was in Gervonta's shoes, he will fight both Devin Haney and Shakur. And Gervonta knows that. So he wants to do the same as a fighter, not as a promoter. Because he is still a fighter at the peak of his prime. With the facts being laid out, drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe below and click on the notification bell to be continued on the next step.
Make sure y'all hit my like button, hit subscribe, share this with y'all people, Mr. Motherfucking Break Shit Down.